Milana Vayntrub has long occupied a comfortable place in pop culture, instantly recognizable yet often underestimated. Many people first met her as Lily, the quick-witted AT&T spokesperson who turned a series of commercials into a masterclass in comedic timing. But familiarity can be a double-edged sword, and it's easy for audiences to box someone into a single role. That's why her recent behind-the-scenes photo set landed with such force. It didn't feel like a reinvention so much as a reveal, a reminder that the person we thought we knew had more layers waiting in the wings. The images feel intentional and calm, confident without shouting for attention. Instead of relying on spectacle, they invite viewers to look again and reconsider old assumptions. Milana isn't abandoning what made her beloved, she's expanding it. This moment reads less like a pivot and more like a natural next step for someone who has always balanced humor, intelligence, and quiet self-assurance with remarkable ease. Minimal style, maximum presence. What stands out immediately in the new photos is the restraint. The styling is clean and minimalist, favoring neutral tones and simple lines that let Milana's presence do the talking. There's no sense of excess or distraction, just thoughtful choices working together. The outfit doesn't overwhelm her, it frames her. Soft makeup and relaxed hair reinforce the feeling that nothing here is forced or overproduced. This approach gives the images a timeless quality, the kind that doesn't rely on trends to feel relevant. Instead, it centers on confidence and comfort, suggesting someone at ease with who she is and how she shows up. The result is powerful precisely because it's understated. In a media landscape that often equates boldness with loudness, Milana's look proves that subtlety can still command attention. It's a reminder that style isn't about piling things on, but about knowing when enough is truly enough. Confidence. Without the noise. There's a difference between seeking attention and owning a moment, and Milana's latest appearance clearly falls into the latter category. The confidence on display doesn't feel performative or calculated. It feels lived in, like the natural posture of someone who has spent time understanding herself. She isn't trying to surprise anyone for shock value. She's simply showing up as she is right now. That authenticity resonates, especially in an era where curated perfection often dominates public images. Viewers sense when someone is comfortable in their own skin, and that ease creates a stronger connection than any dramatic reveal ever could. Milana's confidence reads as calm rather than confrontational, inviting rather than demanding. It suggests growth, not rebellion for rebellion's sake. By choosing to present herself this way, she quietly challenges the idea that women must fit into narrow, predictable boxes to be accepted or admired. Social media's collective double take. Unsurprisingly, social media reacted fast. Comments rolled in with a mix of humor, admiration, and genuine surprise, the kind that comes from realizing you misjudged someone's range. Many fans joked about leaving old expectations behind, while others expressed appreciation for seeing a familiar figure step into a broader spotlight. What's interesting is that the conversation didn't center on controversy or criticism. Instead, it leaned toward celebration and respect. People weren't arguing about whether the look was too much or not enough. They were acknowledging how well it suited her. That response says a lot about how audiences are changing. There's growing appreciation for authenticity and self-defined confidence, especially when it comes from someone who has already earned trust through humor and relatability. Milana's moment became less about the clothes themselves and more about what they symbolized: growth, agency, and the freedom to evolve publicly, beyond the commercial persona. For years, Milana's public image was closely tied to a single character, even though her career has always been broader. She's acted in film and television, directed projects, and used her voice to support causes she cares about. The new photos feel like a visual shorthand for that fuller story. They gently push back against the idea that one role can define an entire person. Rather than rejecting her past work, she reframes it as one chapter in a much longer narrative. This matters because it reflects a larger truth about creative people. They're rarely just one thing. By allowing herself to be seen in a new light, Milana invites audiences to follow her beyond the comfort of familiarity. It's an act of trust, both in herself and in the viewers who have supported her over the years. Quiet rebellion, thoughtful intent. There's something quietly rebellious about choosing simplicity in a world obsessed with extremes. Milana's approach doesn't rely on provocation, it relies on clarity. She seems to understand that making a statement doesn't require raising your voice, only standing firmly in your values. The images suggest intention rather than impulse, as if every choice was made with an understanding of how it would read without over-explaining itself. That kind of confidence often comes from experience, from learning what feels true and letting go of what doesn't. This isn't about chasing trends or approval. It's about aligning outward expression with inner reality. In that sense, the rebellion is subtle but meaningful. It challenges expectations not by confronting them head-on, but by calmly stepping beyond them and letting the results speak for themselves. Vulnerability as strength. Part of what makes Milana so relatable is her openness about vulnerability. She has spoken candidly in the past about challenges, growth, and the importance of honesty, especially in public spaces that can be unforgiving. That context adds depth to these images. They aren't just stylish, they're personal. Presenting yourself authentically requires a willingness to be seen, imperfections and all. That kind of vulnerability takes courage, particularly for someone with a large platform. By embracing it, Milana reinforces the idea that strength doesn't come from pretending to be flawless. It comes from showing up fully, even when it feels uncomfortable. This message resonates with fans who are tired of impossible standards and polished facades. Her confidence feels attainable because it's rooted in self-acceptance rather than comparison. Redefining beauty on her terms. The conversation sparked by Milana's latest look goes beyond fashion. It touches on how beauty is defined and who gets to define it. By presenting herself without excessive filters or gimmicks, she emphasizes that beauty isn't a fixed formula. It's fluid, personal, and deeply connected to how someone feels in their own body. This perspective is refreshing in an industry that often profits from insecurity. Milana's approach suggests that owning your appearance doesn't mean conforming to anyone else's expectations. It means choosing what feels right for you and standing by it. That message carries weight, especially for fans who see themselves reflected in her honesty. It's a reminder that confidence isn't about perfection, but about alignment between who you are and how you present yourself to the world. A moment that feels like momentum. In the end, this moment feels less like a single standout appearance and more like momentum building. Milana Vayntrub didn't just step into a new look. She reinforced a narrative of growth, self-awareness, and creative freedom. The images linger because they feel genuine, not because they try to demand attention. They invite viewers to appreciate evolution rather than novelty. Whether people came for nostalgia, curiosity, or simple admiration, they left with a clearer sense of who she is becoming. That's a powerful outcome for any public figure. Milana didn't need to announce a transformation or explain herself. She let the work speak, trusting that authenticity would resonate. And judging by the response, it did. This isn't just a look to scroll past. It's a reminder that owning your story, quietly and confidently, can be the boldest